Hey everyone, welcome to India Talks. Our 2012 year has begun, so big round of applause.
Yeah.
Woohoo! So happy New Year to you from everyone here at India Talks today. So we'll be right back right after the titles. Hey all, you're watching India Talks and I'm your host Sam Shivraj. So we're back for an all-new season in 2012. So happy New Year to everyone who's watching tonight. So big round of applause for the new year.
We need sound like loads of people.
I don't know if you guys read Peanuts, Charles Schulz's little comic thing. That character Lucy, this one time she says, I think it's a used year. But we promise it's not a used year here at India Talks. We're going to have all brand new stuff. And to kick things off, today we have a special episode. That's why you have the different setup here. We have a special Charanams episode, which is our band, which is here tonight. So big round of applause for our band. Woo-hoo!
Hey.
So finally, you get to see them perform live. And speaking of live, this is a live call-in show, so don't forget to call in, speak to our members of the band, or, shout out to your friends and family. The phone number is 718-460-9802. Again, 718-460-9802. So you can ask members of our band any questions, nothing too embarrassing. But yeah, so we are live, and I have shout-outs of my own to make. So first of all, happy Pongal to everyone who's watching today. Pongal is, of course, our South Indian Thanksgiving, kind of, sort of. And how do we say Pongal Vartakal? Right?
Pongal Vartakal.
You guys want to try that? You want to? Jason, try it.
Pongal
Vartakal.
Vartika.
Oh my God, that's not bad. Woo woo! Good job, Jason.
I don't think the camera caught me though.
Oh, I think we definitely heard you though, so it's fine. And I also want to wish a very happy birthday to my friends who were born in January. I have a whole bunch of them. Especially my best friend Renee. Happy birthday, Renee. Happy early birthday. Hope you have an awesome one. And shout out to the crew. Thank you everyone for being here. Big round of applause for the crew. Woo! So we have Kathleen, Mariana, and Michael Smith on the camera, and we have Ruben inside, and my dad. Am I missing anyone else? And thank you, Renee. Anyone else? That's about it?
Yes.
And Mom, too. And a few more reminders. We have calendars that I mentioned last time, the Dagachitra Foundation calendars. You can get yours for free by emailing us at indiatalkstv@gmail.com. So get your free 2012 calendar. Don't spend money on that. So just email us. And for the people who emailed us last week, we will be shipping it out this week. So you'll be getting your calendar soon. Hey, it's only 13 days into the new year. And remember, we have a schedule change. We are no longer on the fourth Tuesday of the month. We're now on the second Friday of the month, so keep that in mind. So our next episode will be on February 10th. And if you miss India Talks, you can either watch it online or you can catch a rerun, which on QPTV is on Sunday night at 5:30, Channel 57, and Wednesday at 10 p.m. on Channel 57, and also MNN. We're also on Manhattan Neighborhood Network at 7:30 on Fridays. So you can catch India Talks all of those times, every week, other than the live. And so now, without further ado, let's go to our much-awaited band, Charanams! Woohoo!
Yeah, clapping ourselves.
So if you're hearing like really sparse clapping, that's because we're like the only people here in the studio. It's not because no one likes us. Okay, so here are our band members. We have Jason on the guitar.
Jason! Yeah!
And my mom, Nivedita Sharaj on the veena. Woohoo! Oh, finally we have drum roll because we have Trip on the cajon.
Trippy!
And Trippy, I know, Trippy. And Marcus on the saxophone. Marcus. I don't know, we have this ongoing thing where we chant Marcus's name anytime we talk about him because we're like, Marcus. I don't even know where it came from.
It's because of all my fans, isn't it?
Yeah, because of all his raging fans. All right, so without further ado, let's perform our first song, which is currently untitled. Oh, I forgot to mention I sing. Just saying.
Sam I am.
Okay, we have to applaud for ourselves right now.
Marcus.
We'll applaud for each other.
Yes,
Hello.
We need a studio audience next time.
I know, right?
We got a cameraman over there.
I know. We've got the camera audience. That's our audience for tonight. So that was our first song of the night. Hope you guys liked it. So remember I was saying that it's still untitled. That's another story. So when did we come up with this song? After the Ultimate Battle, right? Or before? After?
No, before.
No, before. We played
Before.
Does the audience know what the Ultimate Battle is?
Yeah, they do. They do. We've been
I
talking
think
about
we
it for a
came
while.
up with that during our concert in Botanical Gardens just
That's
before
right.
that.
That's what it was. And so we came up with my mom, of course. She writes most of our music, and of course our other musicians collaborate on it to enhance it. But when she wrote it, she wrote the whole thing, and even on our notes it says opening piece. We don't really have a title for it. And last night before I was going to sleep, so my mom, she was like, I got it. What about Majestic Grove? And I was like, what is this?
Grove.
Not growth, grove, G-R-O-V-E, trees.
That sounds terrible. That sounds like
Orchard.
a benign tumor.
Okay, something like orchard. How about something like
Mom, it sounds like we're describing the Garden of Eden.
Yeah, Majestic Growth
Majestic
is
Grove.
better. Futuristic.
So Marcus is like our in-house comedian.
Oh.
Good.
He says the funniest things. I don't even know. So anyways, let's go down the line. Marcus plays the saxophone. I know I mentioned it before. For any of you who just started watching, Marcus plays the saxophone. Trip plays the cajon. That's the box that he's sitting on. That's not just like a comfy seat. It's actually an
It's
instrument.
not comfortable at all.
No, it's not comfortable. Sorry.
maybe you could add a cushion on top of it.
Yeah, I need something.
Add a cushion. And my mom, Nivedita Shivat, she plays the veena. And Jason plays the guitar and the bass. So he does double duty with a pedal. It's really, really cool. And I pretend to sing. I lip sync. No, I don't. I actually sing. Anyways, the past year, 2011, was great for Charnums. We won the Ultimate Battle, which is the Battle of the Boroughs, which is a music competition organized by WNYC. And that was really, really cool. That was really awesome because, well, for many reasons. I think one was we were different from the other bands that were entering, mainly because we play Carnatic, which is Indian classical music, mixed with jazz and all kinds of other music that you find in the West. West as in compared to India. And so that kind of combination was not really there in any other band that entered the Battle of the Boroughs. So in that way, it was different. So we were surprised that we won. We were happy, of course. But, you know, everything else there was like rock and pop and all that stuff. So it was really great for us as kind of the different group to win. So that was a really, really great victory for us. And then we played Central Park Summer Stage, and we played at WNYC's Green Space, so we had our own concert. And one of my favorite parts of that whole experience was when we were performing in the Queen's Battle of the Boroughs as well as the Ultimate Battle. Our dressing room was actually a bike room. So there were like bikes hanging in the corner, and we had to kind of like watch our heads when we were sitting, and we shared it with other bands. And then when it came time for the Ultimate concert, we were actually promoted up to the green room, the official green room, which was great.
Had a couch.
Because, yeah, we got a couch, man.
And a table.
And we're not actually sarcastic about that. We're like legitimately excited that we got a really comfy couch, and there were like tea and coffee and
we
yummy
actually
stuff.
planned to take some rest, but it just never did happen.
it never happened.
We didn't have time. But when we went there, thought, oh, maybe we can all just relax.
Oh, yeah, no. There was no relaxation because we got there, did the sound check, then what? We had the
Photo shoot.
We had the photo shoot. My God, that was fun.
Remember, that was the hottest day.
Yeah,
How
that was-
we were so
Oh, yeah.
we
Oh, yeah. I
we
thought
were
it was great.
fine inside. But, wait, what did you say?
I loved it.
Yeah.
You're from
Yeah, it was
Alabama.
like 100 degrees outside, and we were wearing our kurtas.
No, I was fine inside. It was great inside. I love how she said, okay, so I'm just going to take pictures, do whatever you do. And so all of us, we just start doing our own thing, and we're all playing different songs, singing different things, and we're all laughing. But it came out great.
Yeah.
We got some pretty great pictures out of it. So all this stuff happened after the Battle of the Boroughs. I think since we've been talking so much about it, I think you should actually see the Battle of the Boroughs. So we have a clip of the Ultimate Battle. We'll be right back after that. So first, let's watch the Ultimate Battle.
Oh, out of 524 bands that submitted comes one band out of Queens. We had 10 bands to show up a few months ago to compete in the Queens Battle. We have one, Sharanam. Before they perform, let's go behind the scenes in Queens with Sharanam.
We practice at an SAT prep center. My dad owns and operates that learning center, and I tutor here.
Sam is my daughter, and my grandmothers, both my grandmothers were musicians. They were vocalists. And so music definitely was a big interest from the family. So both my grandmother really loved the fact that I was into music.
As I play bass with the octave pedal, and then I turn that off, and then I play. That's why when you see us on stage and you see a guitarist, but you're hearing a bass, that's why.
I met Nivedita through coming to her for Carnatic music lessons at the end of last year, and then since then we've been doing this. Well, I have as well, so that's great, you know.
It's a very traditional ancient instrument of South India, and it's called the veena. I personally love this instrument a lot. So in my opinion, this is the best instrument.
Definitely for me, it's definitely in the family. My father plays the sitar, and he needed someone to play with when, so he's like, why not my son? So he taught me really early age, about 8 years old.
At every rehearsal, we make it a point to eat after we rehearse, and every performance, I think we just eat afterwards. I think eating is a big part. I know it sounds funny, but that's kind of what we do. We kind of bond over eating. We have the funniest conversations when we eat. It's a lot of fun.
Music is all about happiness. It's all about enjoyment. And we want our audience to really relax and enjoy when they come. And the music, what we perform, we want them to enjoy that and feel relaxed and feel happy.
We are performing in the Ultimate Battle. Welcome from the Borough of Queens, Sharanam.
next song is called The Hudson Ride.
Some of that. Sharanam from Queens.
Am I going first?
Commentators, we're in the 7th inning stretch. What sayest thou?
I sayest I need to go to Queens more often. The artist you made me think of immediately was the really famous Qawwali artist Nusrat Fateh Ali Khan, and that's because Qawwali is also based on like this call and response, which your music absolutely was based on. But Qawwali music was like is a form of devotional music, and it's supposed to elicit like a transcendental reaction to the performers and the listeners. And I was just surprised by how effective your music was in eliciting the same kind of response without the religious context. And by transcendental, I mean like I was it transcended boundaries. Everybody here seemed to immediately get what was happening. The beats were, completely compelling. And one thing I was fascinated was that there seemed to be so little improvisation. Like, you all knew exactly what was happening in all those pieces, which I thought was really amazing. Yeah, that's it.
I mean, not to sound corny, much respect. Absolutely, I wouldn't say anything. I would want to give only, please go to the Stone. To me, it's important what venue you play. Maybe the Undead Jazz Fest. I mean, to me, it's more about finding where you can play and the audience that will totally embrace. And it was amazing. I'm sorry to sound just without words. I really thoroughly felt joyful and enjoyed that. Thank you.
I would like to accompany your comments.
Yeah.
Wait for me. You ready?
Well, I tell you.
Wait.
And I live in Hudson, New York, so okay.
There's some funk in you, sister. It was just unbelievable what you were doing. It was unbelievable. I love that. And I'm also a drum and bass fan. And it definitely had that percussion, that rhythm that I really love in drum and bass. And that's what I appreciated about you all so much. A couple of things. There were some bass horn sync issues on the first song. And secondly, you didn't perform the song that brought you here. That first song that you performed at the first battle was just on point. I mean, it brought back memories of Timbaland in a club, and it was just amazing in terms of the bass and the beat. So with regards to this being Ultimate Battle, we hope to see you again because that was an amazing track. But otherwise, great performance as always.
I think I've already said everything I was going to say. But I think, too, I like also this idea of taking off the shoes, of even the singer being on the floor, not fronting the band in the way that we normally think of a front person. In fact, this thing of who is leading the band is also a question here. I didn't actually need an answer to that. And I like also the relationship to the instruments, just where you are with everything, what it does to your body. And I think what Michelle said about where you play is going to be very, very important because I want to go and take off my shoes too and be with you in that way. So thank you.
I'm with all of you. I love the music so much, and especially the rhythm. I mean, it's so hypnotic. And I have one very small critique, which is just that I feel like the rhythm section was so fluid, and I just wanted to hear a little bit of that same fluidity with the guitar and bass. And I know it was the guitarist was playing the bass lines also, and I wonder if maybe there was a separate bassist, maybe if that would have gelled better. But other than that, I think the music's fantastic.
Down there. No, I was totally
Hire Michelle.
Let's hear it again for Sharanam, representing Queens. Thank you.